currently 6:50 on a Tuesday morning, and I felt the need to make this video. I actually got up out of bed and I literally came down here into my work area and I decided I need to just make this video. One thing I've learned about business is that it's all about speed. It's all about how fast you can do something and how much you want to do something versus the next guy. The way I like to think about it is think of everything you do, no matter what business it is, no matter how you're doing it, no matter everything. There is always someone out there that wants it more than you, that has to literally die for that. They have to be successful. It's not a want. They're not doing it out of a hobby. They have to. Now view that with every single thing that you do. Imagine every single time you ship an order, instead of you just doing it as a hobby, you have to do it. Every single time you go to the gym, instead of you just trying to stay in shape, you have to stay in shape. Every single time you decide you're gonna cook a meal instead of going out to eat, you have to, because maybe you can't afford to. Maybe you wanna look right, maybe you wanna feel right. It's all about speed. Someone out there has to do what you're doing. Just keep that in mind about everything. Even with speed, another thing that you can tie it to is that this video, I thought about it, I added it to my video list of, ideas that I have that I want to make. But I was like, why not right now? I keep delaying my YouTube. I keep delaying starting, even though I have other social media platforms that I post on, that I actively get my content out there. But YouTube, I've been delaying it. So you know what I did? I got up out of bed like I had to. And I came in my garage because I had to, because I wanted to, at 6:50 in the morning to make this video. Speed is the number one most important thing in business. It just is. You have to be fast. You have to always want to do everything at a certain assertiveness, a certain aggressiveness, because you have to be successful. Change your your mindset, not mind shift, sorry. It's kind of like the saying how you sometimes hear people say, oh, I already have a Lambo, I just don't drive it yet. It's the same thing. You want it so bad, make it a reality. Don't just say it every day, make it a reality. And speed correlates with all that. I have a little story about this actually. So I do Amazon and Walmart, e-commerce in general. That is the main thing that I've made most of my money off of. And I remember this was around 4th of July actually. I had been keep spending on my Amex card. I'd keep spending, because I've been trying to scale my business. And I was like, damn, like I'm low-key like, I'm pretty high up on the limit. Like I think at the time I was over like, I don't know, I had like probably like 60,000 in debt or something. Like I just kept spending to reinvest back in my business. And I remember Amex, because that's the card I used, they kept calling me every single day for like, I probably about 2 to 3 times every single day for about 2 weeks. And I just kept ignoring them because I had a plan to pay it off, but I thought they were gonna say something about, oh, you've been spending so much, obviously we don't want you to spend so much. So anyway, I kept spending. Next thing I know, everything got frozen. All my cards, my whole account with them, everything got frozen. They froze everything. So I had to go back. And then guess what I did? I called them that same day. And they told me that the reason they froze everything is because I have to submit new IRS forms or new tax forms from the IRS, which I had. I had all those already. And I went and submitted them, and sure enough, within, I think it was like 7 to 10 days later, after they approved everything was reinstated. I got everything back. But this goes back to my speed. If I would have just done what I knew needed to be done, if I would have just picked up their call when they called the first freaking 20 to 30 times in the span of 2 weeks, I wouldn't have ever had that. And it definitely made me think. I was like, wow. I was literally trying to ignore Amex as they're seeing me fucking spend like racks to try to invest back in my business. And if I would have just took the time, responded to them, made it clear, submit all the forms, would have been good. I would have never even had it paused. But instead, I had to wait an additional about a month. So on top of that, if I would have just done speed originally at the very start, I would have skipped the month of delay afterwards. But that taught me something, just like everything in business teaches me. And you're going to realize this as you start to do business of any kind or get into any field in general, is that it's always about how quick you can do something and how good you can do something. There's always going to be competition. There's always going to be people trying to find a better way of doing something quicker and better. And there will be. You can try to find those ways. But at the end of the day, if you would have stayed on course of you doing what you know you have to do with an assertive pace, you cannot fail. So yeah, with any business you do it with quickness. Y'all know what you gotta do. Get it done.